Okay, so let us begin our session by paying respect and homage to the Buddha. Let us recite Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. I pay my respect and homage to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened Buddha. Okay, so today I would like to give a warm welcome to the members of the, we call Progress Group, right? Yeah, Progress Group in Mississauga, yeah, Toronto, okay. I know you attended one of our sessions during the summertime. We took a picture by our sacred pagoda. It was a good picture, by the way. So once again, I'm very happy to see all of you. Thank you for attending this Wednesday session. I know you're coming to this session to learn about Buddhist spirituality, right? So let's put it that way. So as a monk, I would like to see everybody being very comfortable. So just in case, I know at the church you have benches, you have chairs, but in most Buddhist temples and monasteries, we don't have benches. We do have chairs, but we encourage people to sit on the ground, on a cushion. So, but it's also difficult because we're human beings. Sometimes we feel pain in the back or legs. Our legs have the tendency to sleep sometimes. But whatever it is, I just want you to be very comfortable. You don't need to go through this suffering, I don't want you to suffer here. I want you to be happy. Because Buddhism is all about happiness. Although there's a misconception in Western world, because I understand where this misconception comes from. It's coming from the academic books. Those scholars, when they encountered Buddhist philosophy, and because the Buddha talked about the Four Noble Truths, and the first truth is the truth of suffering, and the second truth is the truth of the cause of suffering, and the third truth is the truth of the end of suffering, or freedom from suffering, and the fourth truth is the path that leads to the end of suffering. So because Buddha begins with these Four Noble Truths, the truth of suffering, and people misunderstand that, oh, Buddhism is all about suffering. Buddha is always talking about suffering. In fact, Buddha is not talking about the suffering. Buddha is giving a solution to this universal problem called dukkha, the suffering. He's giving a solution. That solution is what he called nibbana in Pali, and in Sanskrit it's called nirvana. So you have heard about nirvana. There's a mystical group too, right? They call nirvana. So the Buddhism is all about nirvana, not about the dukkha. But to realize nirvana first, you need to accept the problem. The problem is the suffering. What Buddha call is there is suffering in the world. There is suffering in life. But then Western scholars understood that as, oh, life is suffering. So there's a huge difference between life is suffering and there is suffering in life. Do you see that difference? Yeah. So Buddha understood that it doesn't matter where you go or what you do or what kind of person you are. If you are born, there will be this problem. So why this problem? Because this dukkha, the suffering, English translation suffering, is a direct conflict between the wish and the reality. So that's what Buddha called the dukkha. But the English word suffering maybe in the Western context had different meaning. But when Buddha talked about this problem, dukkha, it's actually coming from two words. It's called du and ka. Du means difficult, okay, difficult. And ka means to handle or bear. So dukkha means?
What is difficult to handle or bear?
Yeah, that very difficult to handle, difficult to bear in life. So now you think about what is so difficult to handle in life. Emotionally, physically, aging is difficult. We want to be young all the time. We want to remain young. But unfortunately, we have to get old. So that's unbearable. And we want to live a healthy life, but then we get sick. So that is difficult to handle in life. And we want to live, but then there is this bitter experience, the death. So that is difficult to bear in life. And so one of the explanations given by the Buddha of this dukkha is called yam pichang na labhati tampi dukkhang. Not getting what you want is painful, is suffering. So that's why we explain dukkha, the suffering, as the direct conflict between the wish and the reality. I wish to be young, remain young, but the truth is, reality is conflicting with the reality of aging. I wish to remain healthy, but sometimes I get sick. Now the flu season is coming. And then I wish to live, but the reality is the death, is conflicting with the death. I wish to be happy, but sometimes I experience suffering. I go through pain. And I wish to be with all the loved ones. I don't want them to lose, but sometimes our loved ones are saying goodbye to us. So we as human beings have so many wishes, and our wishes are conflicting with the reality. So it doesn't matter, though you live in Asia or India, or Buddha was born in India in the 6th century BCE. So this is the 2,600 years ago, Buddha talked about this. So By then, in even the then society was going through all this, and although Buddha was born to a very privileged family, he was a prince. His father was the king of a kingdom at the time, and he was given all the comfort. But I think Buddha, before becoming Buddha, he was called Prince Siddhartha. Prince Siddhartha saw the realities of the society. Now, people are getting old, people are getting sick, people are dying. As a result, people are suffering. And so after seeing the truth, and he saw a sannyasi. Sannyasi means ascetic, the monk. And then the sannyasi looked very, very serene, very peaceful, very happy, and very simple. Prince Siddhartha, being a member of the privileged family, realized I have everything, all the comfort, all the privileges, all the luxury, but despite that, my mind is bothered by seeing all this. Now, look at this sannyasi. He seems very happy. So he went to him, he said, "Sir, what kind of life are you living?" And then, "Well, I am a sannyasi, so I have renounced the world." But he said that he was married, he was a very accomplished entrepreneur, he had everything, he had friends and everything, all the privileges, but nothing made him find something meaningful in those things. So he wanted to find the meaning of life, so he decided to renounce the world. So when he talked about this, Prince Siddhartha found the common experience in that. I'm also going through the same thing. I'm also looking for the greater meaning of life. Okay, I'm going to renounce the world. So according to the story, at the age of 16, he was married to a beautiful princess, and he had everything. He received education, and his father wanted him to be the next king of the kingdom. But Buddha's, Prince Siddhartha's heart was desiring for something beyond. And so at the age of 29, he renounced the world. He became a renounced sannyasi. And so he went to some teachers. He asked the question, what could be the way to the meaningful life and freedom from suffering? So whatever they taught, nothing worked for him. But he was very grateful. He said, "Thank you for accepting me as your student, but whatever you taught, I believe I have mastered all the steps you taught me, but I did not achieve what I'm looking for through this teaching." So respectfully and gratefully, he went to deep forest. He was looking for other ways, other means to discover the meaningful life, the end of suffering. And at the end, at the age of 35, he said, "Okay, why don't I just," so far, those days there were two beliefs or the faith traditions. Mainly we can call self-indulgence and self-mortification. Self-indulgence, is a kind of lifestyle that America had in the 60s. The hippies, hippies believe that, dance, sing, eat, enjoy the life, and that's the So this is part of materialism. So Buddha had that privileged life, but nothing worked for him. And then opposite of it called this self-mortification. Those days, the renouncers, the sannyasis, believed the fact that once you stop enjoying the life, once you stop eating, drinking, and just slowly and slowly emaciate the body, it's called the self-torture, or severe asceticism. Through that you can become enlightened. Buddha followed that too, but it also did not work for him. That is not giving me what I'm looking for. So he renounced that practice too. So at the end, he found a middle way. It's called Majjhima Patipada, the middle path. And then that is like, based on the living a moral life, based on moral principles, and calming the mind through meditation, and cultivating wisdom to understand the things as they really are. So basically, those paths are called Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Sila means morality, Samadhi means meditation, and Panya means wisdom. So he cultivated morality, meditation, and wisdom, and this path, this practice led him to become what he wanted to become. That is the Buddha. Buddha means awaken, enlighten, and at the age of 35 he became Buddha. And it's a long story, but I'm not going to tell the whole story. You can read that online. If just Google the life story of the Buddha. And then from age 35 to the age 80. So how many years? 45 years. Buddha traveled from village to village, kingdom to kingdom, meeting people from all walks of life, of all ages. And I think people basically were curious to know, because he returned to the society as a completely transformed human being. As a Buddha, he looked very happy, he looked very peaceful, and he was very calm and serene and joyful. So people were curious, what kind of life are you living? Yeah, look, we see a huge difference in you. So what are you? And what kind of principles are you practicing? Who is your teacher? Then to this question, Buddha said, I have no teacher but myself, and I'm practicing the path of the enlightened one, and what I have achieved is the end of dukkha. So that is called nirvana. You can call it nirvana, nibbana, Buddha, or arahant. Basically, I have removed all the negative things that could make me be part of the samsara, the cycle of life. So no greed, no anger, no ignorance, no jealousy, no conceit, no pride, no ego. And so I have removed all this. So now what I am is just freedom. And freedom from the cycle of life, freedom from suffering. And I have attained this bliss, the happiness, the nirvana. And so then the Buddha taught various teachings, and his teachings can be found in the, how in the, you have a Bible. So sometimes people are curious to know what is the Buddhist Bible. So Buddhist Bible, you can call it Tripitaka. Tripitaka means three baskets. So after Buddha's passing away, his immediate enlightened disciples collected his teachings and categorized into three baskets. So they call the Sutta Pitaka, the basket of the discourses of the Buddha, and the Vinaya Pitaka, that is the basket of all the monastic rules and principles, and the third one is called Abhidhamma Pitaka, the basket of the deep teachings, the Dharma, the psychological teachings. So modern psychologists and neuroscientists are they're very interested in these teachings, because basically the Buddha gave a solution to the mind, how to fix the mind. And so he taught a lot of teachings, but I'm not here to talk about everything, but I would like to highlight 10 principles, very simple ones for your spiritual benefit. So even today I call it Buddhism in everyday life, exploring Dharma and meditation, a practical guide for the progress group. So very first one is, first principle, begin with mindful intention. Okay, so if you are interested in this spirituality, Buddhist spirituality, you can begin with a mindful intention. So intention is very important. So start each day by setting a wholesome thought. Like even when you get up in the morning, you could simply say, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be compassionate, may I be kind. Okay? So may my words, actions and thoughts today bring peace and happiness. So peace and happiness depend on your intention, your thoughts, your words, your actions. So in day-to-day life, just think about yourself. What kind of actions am I engaged in? Wholesome or unwholesome? So if they are unwholesome, and refrain from them. In fact, the Buddha's teaching can be summarized into three sentences. It's called Sabba Papasa Akaranam. Not doing all the bad things in life. Okay? Whatever they are. Refraining from bad things, bad actions. Kusala Supasampada, and cultivating all the wholesome deeds, good things. Sachitta Pariyodapanang, then purify your own mind. So to purify the mind, we have to practice meditation. Meditation is a mechanism to purify our mind day by day. So this is the teaching of the Buddha. So in day-to-day life, like what you just begin, okay, at this moment, my mind is actually free from this anger, this jealousy, this greed, this craving, when you wake up in the morning. So now, see whether you can begin your day with that intention, and see whether you can maintain that intention throughout the day. And if you can, it will transform your life. That's the whole thing. Buddhism is all about the practice, by the way. It's not, Buddha made it very clear. All I can do is just show you the way. And following that path is totally up to you. You have to do the practice. You have to follow the path. It's like, the GPS, the Google map, they give you the directions. So if you follow the directions, you can get to the destination. But if you don't, Madam Siri is not responsible. So Buddha is also the same. So all I can do is just show you the way. So and so just have a mindful intention. May my words, actions, and thoughts today bring peace and happiness. And the second step is be present in everyday actions. It doesn't matter what you do, where you go. You could be here in this country, or you could be in the States, or in Europe, or in Asia, or in Africa, or you could be working in any work environment. And wherever you go, whatever you do, always practice mindfulness while walking, eating, and working. Mindfulness is the key. You know that that word is a big word, thanks to John Kabat-Zinn, who popularized this word. That's the direct translation of the word used by the Buddha. Is called sati. Sati. There's even there are some sutras, discourses called Satipatthana Sutta, the discourse on the foundation of mindfulness. So if you're interested in that, you can actually read, you can Google 4 foundations of mindfulness practice called Satipatthana. So whatever you do in day-to-day life, and be present, even while you're driving. And nowadays, driving is very scary, very hectic. Even today, our assistant Dave was saying, I am living nearby, but it's taking a lot of time. So there are a lot of traffic. So then, while you're driving to the temple, or while you're driving to the work, or to a friend's house, or to a party or event, at that moment, look at your intention. So even while you're eating, even at that moment, see whether you can be mindful of what you're eating. While you're going for a walk in the morning or the evening, or whatever time of the day, and see whether you can do that mindfully. So each moment is an opportunity to awaken. That's the most important thing. So throughout the day, whatever you're doing, so then see whether you can do everything mindfully. That's very important. So beginning your day with a mindful intention, and the next thing is be present in the everyday actions. And the third step is reflect on the teachings, Dharma. Okay, so what is this Dharma? Choose one principle each week. So in Buddhism, the path to the end of suffering, nirvana, is called Noble Eightfold Path. So there are 8 things called the right understanding, right perspective, right intention or right thought, right action, right speech, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. And so maybe you can choose, let's say, okay, throughout the day, I'm going to spend each moment with the right understanding, with wisdom. Or throughout the day, I'm going to spend each moment with wholesome intention. I'm going to live with the thought of non-violence. I'm going to spend the day with the thought of harmlessness. I'm going to spend the whole day with the thought of no sensual desire. So then see whether you can live up to these thoughts. And also, you could choose a principle of generosity, giving. Giving is also very important practice in Buddhism. See whether you can spend the whole day with compassion, the karuna, and see whether you can spend the whole day with truthfulness. Like, I'm not going to lie to anyone. I'm going to be honest and sincere and truthful, and see whether I can. It's a challenge actually, because this is all about dealing with ourselves, right? It's not about dealing with others. Like, our action has a big impact on our life and others. So see whether you can live your life consciously, mindfully. So whatever the Dharma, the teaching, you would like to practice. And so even now I'm teaching the world a principle called kindfulness. Okay, let me see whether I can be kindful to myself, I can be kindful to others, wherever I go. So, so you can reflect on these teachings every day. And also maybe you could also give a try. Okay, today I'm going to live my whole day with the 5 training principles. What are these principles? I'm going to refrain from taking life of other beings. I'm going to refrain from stealing. I'm going to refrain from sexual misconduct. I'm going to refrain from speaking falsehood. I'm going to refrain from consuming intoxicant drinks and drugs. So now you can just give a try. Okay, see whether you can reflect on these teachings every day. And the 4th thing is the cultivate loving kindness. It's called metta. Loving kindness is very important. Loving kindness, metta, is all about wishing happiness to yourself, wishing happiness to others. So you can say, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be free. So you wish the same thing to others. Maybe if you think you're hating someone or you dislike someone, at that moment see whether you can just set your intention on that person, but then you just forgive, and then you just, okay, I'm not going to wish you any harm. I'm just going to wish you wellness, happiness, peace, freedom, and no suffering at all. See whether you can do that practice. So now when you do this, it actually frees you. It makes you, it sets you free. That's the most important thing, It sets you free. You're not in this jail, this prison anymore. You become free by doing that. So see whether you can cultivate loving kindness in day-to-day life. So as Buddhists, this is what we do. This is what we practice. Even we are teaching this to the kids every Sunday. Maybe you should see one of our videos, like how over 350 kids, doing this loving kindness meditation. They just repeat after me. May I be well. They also said, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free. It's very important to teach the kids this loving kindness. And the 5th thing is live simply with gratitude. So simple life is very important. No need to complicate our life with a lot of things. So let go of excess. Notice life's blessings clean air, good friends, a meal, and say thank you. So maybe in day-to-day life, you can train yourself to live a very simple life with gratitude. I think even neuroscientists and psychologists are encouraging everyone to count on blessings, to be grateful, to express gratitude, to cultivate gratitude. Even in Buddha's life, Buddha did the same thing. The Buddha's mission after becoming enlightened, before teaching Dharma to the people, the very first thing he did, saying thank you to the tree. That tree today is called Bodhi tree, the tree of enlightenment. So the Buddha sat under the tree and meditated. So Buddha acknowledged the fact that the tree provided him shelter, provided him shade, protected him from the rain and wind. So then he spent, it is said, 1 week by that tree, looking at the tree with a heart full of gratitude, and say thank you. So that's the very first teaching Buddha gave to the world, non-verbal teaching. And that's why the Bodhi tree has become an object of worship today. Like every Buddhist temple has a Bodhi tree. Even here we have a Bodhi tree, but outside it's a bonsai. We cannot grow Bodhi trees in this part of the world because it's cold, so Bodhi trees don't grow here. So, but we have a bonsai Bodhi tree, 2 Bodhi trees. So at the end of this month we are going to bring it inside. So like that, you see whether you can be grateful for having all the privileges you have. Maybe, we all actually have a lot of good karma. We have merits from the past life. And so here we have everything. We have a roof over the head, and we have clean water, we have a room, we have a house. We don't have any social unrest in this country, or political unrest in this country. So, and for our kids, they can go to good school. All the school system, all the schools are the same. So you can express your gratitude, say thank you in this way. So in this way, we train ourselves to live a simple life. And the 6th thing is respond and don't react. That's the most important thing. But we human beings give an emotional reaction to everything, which becomes a bad karma. We react with anger, we react with jealousy, we react with hatred, we react with greed, we react with craving, we react with desire, we react with wanting, we react with conceit, pride and ego. So instead of giving emotional reaction to all our experiences, just see whether you can train yourself to pause or respond. So pause before you speak or act. When you feel like get this urge to do something or say something, at that moment see whether you can pause. Take a deep breath and relax. And then after relaxing, you can speak, you can do something. Awareness brings understanding, reaction brings regret. So now I also do a lot of counseling. So in counseling sessions, the stories that I'm listening to, they all are basically complaining and they're with regret. I wish I could not have done it. I wish I could not have said that. So this is because giving the reaction. I think when we become emotional, when our mind is full of emotions, negative emotions, we don't know what we are saying, what we are doing. all emotions blind us, by the way. So at that moment, you just have to say, okay, from today, I'm not going to react. I'm just going to respond to the things, and see whether you can train yourself with this teaching. And then the seventh thing is practice compassionate action every day. Help someone without expecting anything in return. So if you can do that, I think there are a lot of people who are doing this. Even when you go out, if you see a homeless person, see whether you can. I know they are asking for something. Sometimes people say, okay, if I give money, they are going to misuse my generosity, or they're going to buy drugs. Because of that, people don't feel like giving. But then we don't have to worry about what they are doing with our generosity. If the homeless person misuses our kindness, our compassion in that way, that is their problem, not our problem. But we have done our compassion in action. So maybe you can give bottled water, or maybe juice, or something else. Maybe you could, if you have enough, maybe once a month, maybe you could buy some Tim Horton cards, $5 card, and when you drive around, just if you meet a homeless person, give a Tim Horton card, buy a bagel and coffee, enjoy. So we do this actually in downtown Toronto. So this is compassion in action. And compassion turns wisdom into service. It also gives you a lot of motivation, inspiration. It's a good karma that uplifts you. That's the most important thing. So try doing this practice. And then the eighth thing is meditate daily. Like even at home, even at work, even you could do 1 minute meditation, you could do 5-minute meditation, you could do 15-minute meditation. Psychologists and neuroscientists are encouraging people to cultivate this new daily habit of doing meditation for 15 minutes. It's good for you actually. Even I know that I do a lot of mindful walking every day. It is also my own physical health, exercise. So I keep walking more than 20,000 steps a day, and my daily average is 19.2 kilometers a day. So it's also then when you create this mindful habit, when you do meditation, it could be sitting meditation, it could be walking meditation, it could be lying down meditation. So then just 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, just you're not going to do anything. You're not going to even read a book, you're not going to use your phone, you're not going to watch the TV, you're not going to use the social media or anything. You're just going into this moment, present moment, just breathe in, breathe out. All I had to do, just mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Or you could do loving kindness meditation, wishing loving kindness to yourself. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be free, may all beings be well, may all beings be happy, may all beings be peaceful, may all beings be free. So just do this meditation daily for 10-15 minutes. Let meditation become your daily mental hygiene. That's the most important thing. And the 10 minutes of mindful breathing restore the calm. So I know the experience. That's why I have dedicated my life to teaching, conducting these meditation sessions. I gave up my academic life and I'm just teaching as our friends know that I look forward to Wednesday, every Wednesday, because Wednesday is our meditation day, and I have been conducting this Wednesday session since 1995. So, and I have benefited from this. I know there are a lot of people who benefit from these sessions. So, meditate daily. And the ninth step is learn and practice together. So, join community gatherings, discussions, and retreats. Shared practice deepens understanding and connection. So, even today, actually, you dedicated today as a group, progress group, to come to this meditation class to learn. So, you're learning together. You got a lot of experiences today. And also maybe it could be Bible study, it could be Dharma study, you know. So you could pick a good book and read a chapter and discuss. So that enhances your spiritual knowledge and wisdom. So that's very important. Or I always encourage people to read. Like we have I said Buddhist Bible Tripitaka, but we have a book. It's called Dhamma. It has verses, 4 lines, so 6 lines. Just read one verse a day and reflect on that, on the meanings. Try to understand what does it try to say, and how can you apply that into your life, and what benefits it will bring to you. So you could try doing this by yourself and also with a group. Maybe you can discuss together. And also you could do group meditation. And if you're free on Wednesdays, you're always welcome to our Wednesday meditation. And lastly, the step 10, end the day with reflection. So before sleeping, gently reflect. Did I live kindly and mindfully today? So, and then it's a sincere reflection. Then you say, actually today, I was trying, but I failed. But then, following day, you could cultivate determination, aditthana. It's okay, tomorrow I'm going to try again. So you can do that reflection. And then celebrate progress, forgive shortcomings. Just because you were not able to do this, you're not a bad person. Okay? Dharma is all about the progress. Let's say if you have committed a bad thing or sin, Buddha never said you're a sinner for good. You can always you can always correct yourself. You can in Buddhism we say even the sinner can become a saint. And all you have to do, just do the practices. And if you can follow these 10 steps, and it's going to completely change your life. So then, lastly, I would like to say, peace begins within, not outside. So when we live mindfully, every step becomes a step toward harmony. So that's what Buddha did actually. He was looking for the freedom from suffering outside, but it did not lead him to become that. So then he introduced a major paradigm shift. While people are looking for freedom outside, he shifted his attention within. So enlightenment, freedom, happiness, bliss, peace, all these are possible only within. So go inside. And so this is the teaching. These are the teachings I wanted to share with all of you. I hope you understood. Maybe if you have questions at the end of the meditation, we can ask questions. Okay. All right, so let us meditate, and it's very simple. No need to worry too much. Just relax, and breathe and relax. That's all. And meantime, if you feel like visiting washroom, as you feel free to go and we can come back for meditation. Okay, so let us begin our meditation. So I would like all of you to assume a very nice and comfortable posture for meditation. Uh, Whatever posture is good for you, feel free to assume that posture. But if you would like to meditate like the Buddha, feel free to sit like the Buddha. Look at the Buddha statue behind. That is called the Samadhi Buddha statue. Buddha is seated with the full lotus meditation posture, resting his hands on the lap, having the back straight, neither too rigid nor too loose, and having the eyes closed. Now, give a very kindful invitation to your mind. Come to the present. Simply unplug your mind from the past, from the future, from everything outside, and allow yourself to become a turtle. When the turtle sees a danger, it chooses to go inside its own hard shell for safety and well-being. In the same way, as a meditation practitioner, become a turtle. Allow your mind to go inside your own hard shell, the present moment. This is the green zone for you. You are out of danger. As you remain in the present moment, take a deep breath and let your whole body relax. You may take another deep breath, this time through the nose. Hold the breath for a few seconds, then slowly let it out through the nose. Let the whole body and mind go into relaxation. Now, kindly remind yourself, I am practicing meditation not only to relax the body, to calm the mind, but also to experience inner peace and inner happiness. With such good intention in mind, now see whether you can be grateful for this opportunity to practice meditation with this mindful and kindful community. See whether you can be grateful for today's tenfold teachings. See whether they make any sense to you. If you feel grateful, let your mind and heart become filled with the feelings of gratitude. Let such feelings of gratitude overflow and reach out to every part of your body. Let the whole body and mind become an embodiment of gratitude. Now make a determination. No matter what happens, I'm going to go from moment to moment consciously, on purpose, and I'm going to meditate like a forest meditating monk. With this determination, you can listen to the sound of the meditation bell and let yourself remain grounded in this moment. Now slowly and gently bring your full attention to the ingoing and outgoing breath. Keeping the mind in between the nose tip and upper lip, let the mind watch and feel the breath going in, going out. See whether you can breathe in, breathe out with 100% attention. And relax. No need to be hard on yourself. Allow yourself to be gentle, soft, and be kind to yourself. Just breathe in, breathe out, mindfully, and relax. There is no rush. Take your time. Allow yourself to go slowly, just like the turtle that keeps walking slowly and moving forward steadily. In the same way, allow yourself to breathe in and out slowly and relax. As you keep breathing in and out slowly, at the same time, see whether you can breathe in and out with 100% silence. Breathing in and out silently could help your mind become very still. And a still mind is the source of happiness and peace. Therefore, try breathing in and out silently and relax. slowly come out from meditation and feel free to stretch your legs and hands and remain relaxed. Any questions? Maybe after the blessing chanting, you can come and we can have another simple discussion. Okay, so I would like to do a brief blessing chanting. To receive blessings, you may bring your palms to your heart. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sati bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sati bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sati bhavantu te. By the power of the meditation, by the power of the Noble Triple Gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha, may you all be well, happy and peaceful. May you all be free from all sufferings and pains. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. Finally, may you all experience the happiness, the bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So this Saturday is our monthly retreat, and if you're coming, I will see you on Saturday.